All right. Playing Mike. Let's do it.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the list as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. And his first look is incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Second and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he's going to have to ease this one as down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4.
It's always up for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
Why would you do that?
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on down.
You hear me? Why would you do that, man?
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers at the edge.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll get this off to Barkley complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 26 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Yeah, I can hit my free throws. I can hit my field goals now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Kicking was a real issue early. But after a couple games, I'm
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they get the touchdown, so now we feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick himself back up.
They get him down, but now the boy takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Second and 2 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles 39.
First down.
That is straight with Pacheco. And that one opened up for him well as he takes this down to the 26-yard line. Here's Mahomes. They'll be caught by Rice. They will take it on for the Chiefs touchdown. For the touchdown. And the Chiefs are at 6-4 away from drawing level. And there they got on the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Help out his rep, right? RCC.
Run after catch, and he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contact time.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the flag line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out with the franchise's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Throwing is Hurts. The RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. He's able to move his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Give to Barkley out the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Swings this out for Hunt. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after this game to score.
That is able to take this one out to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think
they're trying to send them off, boy. they beg you to throw it deep.
On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll check this one down with the check-in. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 32-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A quick throw caught by Rice. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it. A good move. And he takes this in to the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Sweeping, man.
Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Blacker is on target. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score.
And he's going to run.
You sent me off. Damn.
To right around the 27.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down at the 21-22. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised them with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run with the check for the good again. Takes it into the end zone across the chop. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offside on the defense.
That's going to stay stand, partner.
Tucker now they have the extra point. It's up and good. And now the score 21-14. Now to the touchdown. Here's Parker to kick it away. Take it to the 25 to the 28-yard line. They go back to the air after the NTT on the stretch drive.
Defense gets to the quarterback quickly. A lot of times it's called jailbreak. Wasn't quite fast enough to no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit the forced incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. Tough for the passing game. Just working. Come on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for first down. This is broken up. It's easy to hold on to. 4th down, coming from Brady Man. And he gets this away. Look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get the check back. Gets away to the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the money for the next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the line. He lost the football. The DBs has it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. You can't admire this to sacrifice his body to try to pick up his first down. And I do. Let's face it. You know coaches are going to warn him about diving, extending from the market. This is the reason. So much easier to not extend it like that. So the guy, we should make sure you secure the ball, which you did. That's a good speed. Because don't for a minute. That's great work for the play in the air. Never gave up. Converted his man. 4 yards to gain. And they're going for a down. Now it's out to they'll get 10 seconds to go for halftime. They haven't mentioned this in this great field position. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. This continues. He's another interception. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball come out to the 20. And now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Mahomes will do it himself. He's going to just go deep, back over the middle. The flag comes in, it's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start as they come up first and 10 at that 35-yard line. Now Hurts going to shift them around a bit. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Again. Saquon Barkley, 65 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the middle of the third quarter. It did good on the extra point. And we are tied to 2021. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as their kicks away here. And they will bring it down the yard. Should shoot it for 30. The Chiefs offense about to begin this drive. Their halftime lead now with a touchdown to go.
And that changes the mindset of the whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out and execute their game plan and keep moving.
67 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 47. Here's Pacheco once again. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Jalen Carter in on that tackle. Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And down he goes. Zach Bowen. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll drop the throw. Mahomes will do it himself. He's just gonna go down again. Chandler Phillips, the former first rounder, getting him in for the sack. How about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. They'll try to do it himself. And now this will go deep back over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. First down carry for Barkley. And he is going to lose his here. He'll lose a yard down at 7 and 11. Hurts. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. Third and long. They're going to look to throw. The defense shaking their heads. Not aggressive enough for them to convert. And that's well executed there on third down.
confidence that they have to let their tight end find some space in the middle of the field, right in the quarterback's wide vision. And QB need to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a forced touchdown.
Saquon Barkley, 25 yards. And the Eagles have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Chiefs make over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 30 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
No good, and they'll remain down by a point. Two-score game in the third quarter. They're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They go play action with Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, but that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. He's going to be met at the scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go
And sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing this was Mahomes. For the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. And it's on EA Sports. The Chiefs on third down. Just one for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Pacheco gets it up to the ground. No gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
This was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, there had to be a little bit of possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's taken in by his big tight end.
Come on now. Mahomes hurt.
They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charge as they keep the drive moving.
Mahomes hurt.
First and 10 is Pacheco. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A nice kick out for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
That was the defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes to make the tackle for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to 30 there. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it brings out 3rd and 5 now. Operating from the gun. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he found the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
Scary ass, boy. You want me to get the ball on? You run it out to the 04?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Again, it's Pacheco. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Kim down from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped.
And now off to the races down the right side. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 97 yards. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. So you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His fourth touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right with me.
We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now Hurts looking to change the play. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. This 2nd and 4. It's Barkley on the counter. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Elliott on for the extra point. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Off the bootleg. Kim. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Warrior 70.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
Recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky.